Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be focusing on how I will take his really bad pulling behaviour and we'll turn it and shape it into beautiful heel walking over the space of the week that he's here with me. I'm Will Atherton, I'm a canine behaviourist, and my goal is to keep all dogs out of shelters and off the euthanasia table. This dog has been abused and neglected and has a wide variety of behaviour problems because of it. I'm going to foster him for 7 days and show you exactly what can be achieved with loving leadership. Now, as is always the case, and what I always recommend when you're rescuing a dog, whether I'm rescuing a dog, whether I'm fostering a dog, we absolutely start as we mean to go on. We have literally just got out the car from picking him up. He's been on a long drive. We've just got back. I've given him a few minutes just to stretch his legs and pace, get used to the environment, but we are going to jump straight in to one of my most important drills, which is my engagement tune-up drill. I need to get him looking up to me for guidance and direction, which will also start the foundations of me shaping a lovely loose lead walk, which I can then shape into some beautiful formal heel over the space of the next week. Now, what's really interesting about my mate here is that he had a very bad job of his ears being docked, which has created lots of polyps in his ears, which is unfortunately not a very nice sight at all. We won't show it you on camera, but it's also made him pretty much deaf as well. So I'm going to have to use some creative approaches to help him understand that he needs to come back to me, because I can't. He just cannot hear me right now. So we're going to have to teach him and understand to use lead pressure to be able to communicate with him on a positive and fun way to help him understand that I need him to bring his attention back to me. So knowing just how strong he is, and when we got him out of the kennel let me borrow a slip lead just to get him out, and he pulled straight through it. So I'm going to switch straight over to a prong collar with him to help him understand and to help use this as a positive tool. I'm going to pair this with tons of fun food and toy work so that we can use it as an ability to communicate through touch and through tactile sensations of the prong collar. So without further ado, I'm going to go straight into my tune-up drill. Now, my tune-up drill is essentially utilizing lead pressure to help him understand that he has to bring his attention back to me. The way we utilize that builds engagement. It helps him understand that I'm in charge and that he needs to look up to me for guidance and direction. If he does that, then I'm going to praise him, I'm going to reward him, and through the space of 1 week of training, doing tons of food work, doing tons of toy work, we're going to be able to help him understand all of the commands that we need. Let's go. Good boy, let's go. Yes. So you see he's now starting to check in with me. He's paying attention to me because he's looking up to me for guidance and direction. I'm trying to be a bit more fair with him just because I know he can't hear me. So when I do this directional change, I'm going to give him more time than I would with a normal dog. Yeah, beautiful, good boy. And then he's going to get some physical praise and touch. A lot of the work we're going to be doing with him is going to be very tactile to help him understand what it is that we do want and what it is that we don't want, because we can't communicate that to him verbally. But straight away there, we're already making massive progress. So I'm really happy with that tune-up. It's gone exactly as planned. And now I've got that loose lead walking dialed in, we're now going to go on our first walk. Now, as you can see, in just 5 to 10 minutes, we've made huge, monumental progress. And for most of you watching, you might simply be happy with a dog that's now walking this nicely. And yes, I do the tune-up because I want to achieve this quickly so we can get out and we can explore quickly, so we can lean into that pack migration quickly. But this is just the beginning. Now I've dialed this in, I want to then go to awesome, fun, obedience style heel. So not only is he doing it from a place of engaging with me and looking up to me for guidance and direction, but then we can do it in a fun way where I can ask it of him as a command and I can reward him, I can praise him, we can use loads of fun things like toys and food to really then build up our relationship leadership even further. And as you've seen on this channel countless times, by doing these tune-ups, it doesn't affect our relationship negatively. As you saw when I came down to his level, his tail's wagging, he wants to give me kisses. He's happy to be with me because he's starting to trust me, because I'm stepping up and taking this leadership position. However, I want to now build on that with tons of obedience and fun training work to take this next level. So then we've already made huge progress on loose lead walking, and we've made that progress built on my engagement tune-up and the foundations of leadership. But what we want to do now is we want to turn the act of heel walking into a nice obedience command, and when it comes time for obedience, we go straight to good old trusting, trustworthy food work. And the first thing that you need to be able to have your dog do before you can do any kind of formal heel work, and for the vast majority of obedience commands, is to have them follow a law. Now, the law we're going to be using is simply his food. I popped my mate's food here for his day into my treat pouch. So that's what's in the old treat pouch, but we also then need to start the principle of lawing him. And when we can get him following a law, we can then start shaping and creating obedience commands. So it's going to be as simple as getting his attention, getting him to follow a law, and then rewarding him when he does so. So he understands that to get access to this, just follow it wherever it goes. Now, we can utilize this for many different things. Obviously, a classic example would be over for a sit. That would be how you would teach sit. You could do the same thing with a down. But when it comes to teaching formal heel, I'm going to be doing the same thing. So I'm getting him to follow a law. And then he gets it. So when he's in the desirable position that I want, he gets the food. And then we're going to repeat this over and over. And then when he gets there, we reward him. Now, this is literally the first session of this, and we need to put dozens into hundreds, into thousands of reps into work like this. We're going to build that up, build it up. Then we need to add a cue to it, which is where it gets even complicated for my mate because he's deaf, so I can't use verbal cues. So I have to start using tactile, different variations of cues that he can understand, whilst also building this concept of look up to me for guidance and direction to make it easier for me to communicate because he can't hear with me. But as we move on over these coming days, we're going to build this up, build this up, build this up in terms of this formal work. Then we're going to build it up and build it up and build it up in terms of the distraction level, paired with the work we're doing with lead pressure, paired with the work we've already made massive progress on in terms of leadership and him following my guidance and direction, looking up to me for engagement. Because of the tune-up drills that we've been working on him, is going to be what allows him to have beautiful heel walking in any given situation. So it's all well and good being able to do nice heel walking in low distraction environments or when you're doing it beautifully with food work, but the rubber meets the road when you come out to high distraction environments, and that's why whenever we're working with dogs for longer periods of time, we proof the work that we've done, which is exactly what we're doing today. We've come to the busiest town in our area. We're going to go grab a coffee and some breakfast. We're going to go through the town centre. We're going to have an explore, and we're going to be making sure that my mate here stays on a lovely loose lead, being calm and well mannered during the whole process. So guys, as you can see, in the short space of time, even within a week, you can absolutely take your dog from a freight train pulling you all over the place to beautiful loose lead heel walking, whether you're out in the countryside surrounded by livestock or whether you're going through some of the busiest town environments possible. But following this system of calm, consistent, loving leadership, helping them understand what you do want and helping them understand what you don't want, you can have the dream canine companion that you've always wanted. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe. If you're new, we do videos like this every single week. Come and say hello over on Instagram. There'll be a link down in the description box below. But I can't wait to see you on the next video.